Now, one thing that astonished me in the US was how you can buy guns everywhere.
Yeah.
So you were born in Florida,
Yeah.
grew up in California.
Yeah.
So you've seen a bunch of states so far. So for example, in California, how easy is it to get a gun? Is it like also like at Walmart already, or is it still like gun store?
Honestly, I think at Walmart there's like, the basic yeah, it was like the basic guns, but I think it also depends on which Walmart you go to, but I'm pretty sure that they're there, but not every Walmart. Because I just remember being shocked younger, being like, what, they sell guns here? And that also shocked me too. But I will say it's just weird. Like, as I know, I went to school with like some people and they had guns. Like, I was like, what's going on here? Like,
You mean like on them or at home?
at home.
Okay.
Yeah, not on them. Yeah, thankfully not on them, like at home.
Yeah.
And it was like a family thing. Like their parents would get them guns. Like, oh my gosh, my dad gave me this. And I remember being in so like shocked. Like I think there's like really a division of people in the U.S. where they're like, guns are just, it's all right.
Yeah.
What's the problem? I'm not gonna hurt anyone. And the other half was like, what the heck is the need for this? But yeah, I was really shocked. I was like, what? Like we're in high school and then they'll just be posting pictures like, look what I got for my birthday. Or like, yeah, it's shocking. And I was like, what is going on here? And I've seen like people, like some families, like it's like a tradition, like, oh, you finally turned a certain age. Let's get your first gun. Let's go to the shooting range. Yeah, dad, thanks. And it's crazy. That to me is really insane. Like, why? We're just teenagers. Why do you have a gun? And I think to me, like the most shocking thing I've ever seen was, like I said, I'm talking about the same person from high school. They had like an automatic like rifle. That's the thing. It wasn't even like just like a small like handgun.
Yeah.
It was like a full like weapon. Like everything's a weapon. But I was like,
I know what you mean.
I was just so shocked. I was like, why? Like what's going on? So, and the U.S. has a bad image around this, so that's why I had a motto like in high school: just be nice to everyone. Just be nice to everyone. Everyone's my friend. You're cool. I don't want to get on anyone's bad side. I'm not gonna no. Everyone's just because you just these days you just really don't know. So I'm just like, okay.
Yeah. That's really crazy.
It's crazy, right?
When I was in the US, was actually one of the very first things my host father showed me was the gun safe.
Really? Yeah. That's the thing that's crazy. Some people are like, why? Like, why is that the first thing you're seeing?
And I was just wondering, like, is he trying to scare me?
Yeah.
Like,
and why would he do
something?
Yeah.
Just no. But and I mean, it was because I've always loved guns, but in a very different context.
Yeah.
Because I've actually heard a lot of Americans use the excuse, look at Switzerland. They all have guns as well, and nothing happens over there. And the thing is just with us that in the average man who goes to the military, you can keep your gun after.
Oh, okay.
And most would
keep them, yeah.
And I mean, of course, not everybody, but for example, I still have mine. But in Switzerland, it's not really called a gun. It's more a sporting device because you go to the 300-meter range and you shoot your 10 bullets or whatever, and you fuck off again. That's it.
Yeah.
And in Switzerland, when you see someone with a gun, it's never, oh shit, he has a gun. It's always, this poor guy has to go to the military.
Yeah.
But very different atmosphere around it.
But I guess like that just goes to show you the I'm gonna say sanity. I don't know what the right word is, because no one in Switzerland is crazy enough to take that gun in public. It's like, oh, you know what? Let's just shoot people today. Like,
yeah, I mean, our rules are also a lot more harsh.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure if you could legally carry a gun like this, but it's always you have to keep the parts separately. There's, so first of all, ammo and gun can't be the same place, So, and also I don't know the word for this specific part of the gun, but it's like without this part, that's the part where the bullet would like fly through.
Oh, yeah.
If you have to take it out. Okay. So even if you put ammo in it, it's not going to work.
Okay.
So even if you wanted to, nothing could happen. That's a point, So if you walk around, you could only use the gun as a stick.
Yeah, right. Nothing's gonna happen.
and because it's also this, in terms of this, it's so much more safe.
Yeah.
Because that's also in the military, the CFOs, Sicherheitsvorschriften, the rules of safety get beaten into your head like every day, especially at the beginning, just to make it insanely clear. I mean, yes, we're in the Swiss military. We're probably not going to go to war, hopefully, but still, it's still a real gun. So you can still kill someone.
You can't. Yeah, right. That's But
so yeah, that's why safety is a lot more.
Yeah, that's why I feel like Americans. I don't know. Their arguments are so like you said, the whole Switzerland has gun. But first of all, I feel like most of those people who say that has never even left the States. And like they don't really understand how different it is. Like you said, our harsh laws, our rules that you have. Because you said in the US, it's just like, yeah, let's go to Walmart and buy a gun. Like, what?
Yeah. And you could never do that in Switzerland.
Yeah, right. That's crazy.
It's so much harder if you just want to buy a gun.
And would a teenager have a gun?
No.
Yeah. What?
No, never.
That's the thing. It's crazy. What? Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it.
Like in everybody I know in Switzerland, besides the guys who I'm from the military, I only know one, and that's like my dad's cousin, who's 50 plus, and she's a hunter. And with him, that was also the first time I went shooting was with him as well. And so it was very, be very careful.
Yeah,
you do exactly what I say. Yeah. And we only touch the gun, because that's also a rule. You're not allowed to like touch your gun before you are in, like already laying down, ready to shoot at the target, you know. You can't walk around.
Like walk around pointing it. Yeah.
Even at the shooting range itself, it's already this.
No, don't touch it until it's ready. Like you're ready in position. Like don't walk around with it loaded. Yeah. There's a lot to learn from that.
So at the school, did you also have like cops at the school?
Oh yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. I wouldn't say a lot. But it does depend where you live, I know. Because some schools started getting like metal detectors as you walk in. I never had that. But at school, like maybe you have like 1 to 2 or 3. You just kind of walk around. But when I think so, yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't notice, like when I first started school in kindergarten, I didn't see police at school. But the older I got, the more I started to notice that, oh, we have police here. So, yeah, there's like the campus police. And I think especially these days, everyone's extra cautious. And they take any threats so seriously. Any and all threats are so serious.
Yeah, that one thing was really crazy, because we had a cop at school, and he did have a gun, and he was just standing around, I think just like marking his presence, showing that if shit goes down,
he's there.
And I mean, as you said, they take really every threat seriously. One time, a kid from our school was sent home because he did this with his fingers.
Yeah.
He was sent home right away. And another time, somebody put something with like aluminum foil in the microwave. It started smelling. Everybody was like, "Everybody get out! This is gonna blow up!" You know, and they thought somebody was like doing this on purpose, like blow up the microwave or something.
Yeah. The U.S. takes. Have you ever had any situation? I hope you didn't, but like any lockdown or like school shooting lockdown or something?
We had drills, but never a real case.
Yeah.
Because all the doors were like super fat.
Yeah.
You know, and they all lock right away as soon as you close them, and they have cameras everywhere.
Oh, that's
so it's so weird, because in Switzerland, it was really like, if you compare Switzerland to the US in terms of school, it really seems like in Switzerland, you don't give a shit. You would never see that there's no camera, or I guess maybe some, you know, but like in common sense ways. And the US was really every corner, they got eyes on it.
Yeah.
And so we had to, like, all the lights go out, the doors close automatically, and they lock right away. We had to go under our tables, lights go out, and then you see on the security footage, you see a couple of guys with like not rifles, like an MP5 or something, like a small, it's still not an automatic gun, but it's not a big one.
Yeah.
And they just walk through the halls.
It's a fake thing?
No, I guess they were real.
Oh.
But I mean, it was a drill.
Oh, the drill. Okay, so they. Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you meant the gun.
Yeah.
No. I mean, it's a real gun, but it's a drill.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you meant like it was a real shooter. Or like just walking.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I wouldn't speak so casually.
Yeah.
No, just a drill, and there was just the cops walking. Like this,
Okay. Yeah.
Just so that we would know.
Yeah, it's a sad reality. It's really like
Did you ever experience anything like that?
I have never had an active shooter at school, but I have had like threats. Like my youngest thing I think I've ever experienced was elementary, but it was like a bank near our school got robbed, and for precaution, they made us go into lockdown.
Okay.
Because the guy ran away, so they're like, "Oh, you just locked down." It was elementary, and then middle school, I had like a bomb threat, and someone online was like, "Oh, I'm gonna blow the school up." I didn't know that until I got to school because like we have the gates to walk in. They just wouldn't let anyone come in. So I was like, oh, what the heck? Like, why didn't I go to school in the morning? But I think because of those threats, they didn't let anyone go on campus, and they just had our parents pick us up to go home. And then luckily, I've had no like active shooter thing. And then in college, one time, there was like a guy threatened to like come shoot his girlfriend in class. So the police like...
That happened?
No.
Or he just wanted to?
He made threats. I don't know how it happened, but somehow the police found out. So I was so grateful I was late that day. So I was driving to school and like someone was like, I was pulling in and like, just turn around, don't go. And I was like, why? Like, I think there's something going on, don't go to school. But I was like, okay. But like, I can't just I thought I should see first because I didn't want to like lose my attendance or something, right? What the heck? And so I go and then I see like the police staying outside and everyone, and I was like, what's going on? They're like, oh, we have active like threat, someone to shoot someone. And anyone who was already in the building couldn't come out, and anyone outside couldn't go in. So like my friend was like in there, she's like, oh my gosh, like I can't leave. And I was like, I'm so sorry, but I'm going home. Like I left so fast. I was like, you don't have to tell me twice. I was like speeding home. I was like, no. Luckily nothing happened. But so I've never experienced like a real shooting, but I've had just like threats, and they took them really serious. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that you had to grow up with like,
it's crazy. That's why I feel like I think like, is that worth it? To live in the States, like sure you have like I have my comforts, but I'm asking myself this question. Like I have my comforts of the US, but is it worth my life? Like always like paranoid, like that stress. Yeah. I ask myself that, when it comes to living in the US or living abroad.